You know, we had a lot of fun with the rain last time, and apparently that's all it wants to do in this world. Hello, everybody. This is Frogman. Welcome back to FTB Skies. Last time we set up some fun stuff, and we, well, had a little bit of fun with the wither, and I will say that that was kind of entertaining, but also very informative because, again, it's one of those little things that you kind of just have to start messing around with once you start to learn about certain mods, especially with the way the mods are now. So, unfortunately, yes, one got out and kind of wrecked some of our stuff, and then we went back through that whole mess. I let him out because I wanted to know whether or not the miner was actually reaching him. So that's why he got out, and that's why we built a cage around it. So it's I don't know. Things are working fine. It's completed. I accidentally let it run a little bit too long, but whatever. For what it's worth, that is going to be necessary for us to be able to create a few other things. So ether gas, once we get to this point, dissolution chamber is how you make infinity stuff, like so infinity nukes and the mycelial generator, and don't push the wrong button, dang it, the supreme machine frame, of which we're probably going to, if I recall correctly, have to turn one of those in at the very end of this chapter, or at least this chapter of challenges. For the most part, I've sat down while waiting on said wither to do what it needs to do, and I've built out most of the rest of some of the next challenges. So technically, once we complete this one, which is going to be our project for today, we should be able to turn in the Tears of Fire, which this really isn't all that hard considering that you can craft these things. And hit back over here. If we go over to the next one, again, all of this stuff, more crafting. So the squid ink paste, we can look at this stuff when we turn this stuff all in. I think the biggest pain out of this one is the fact that these precision mechanisms, when you make them in large batches, they tend to fail considerably, and you'll end up with, I don't know, maybe a 10% or a little bit more failure rate on producing these precision matrices. So it's kind of mechanisms, which is kind of a pain. It is kind of a pain, especially when you have to try to figure things out. But that'll give us a creative motor. We can use that for just about anything. This one, all we'll have to do is push the button on 2 stacks of both of those. They're ready to go. Lumium again, you can just handcraft the stuff. And can I get back out? The arcane sands, you can do it many different ways. I've been collecting them pretty much, so it's not really all that hard. Again, was just kind of running around in the nether having a good time. This one is going to be one of the next ones we're going to have a little bit of fun with, because we're going to have to auto magic the thing that nobody likes to auto magic, and it's I may or may not, or I might just barely automate it. I might actually test something, because part of this one is something that we're going to look at, and if this the thing that I'm going to use to automate this can automate these, then this would be really, 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 really cool. So we may try that when we get to that point. And then, of course, we have to make a supreme machine frame, which we now have the capability of doing. And, well, that one. That's going to require us to get a little dirty with playing some stuff that's going to be fairly well radioactive. Anyhow, so in order to do the next step, we need to turn in 100 buckets of ether gas. Let us grab a thing, so a screen, because he should be ready to go. And we're going to go ahead and grab, where's this task? Ether gas, this, yes, whoop, nice, thank you. And we're going to bring you with us. And I have, yes, I do. I keep running onto this thing like I'm going to go somewhere. Alrighty then. So yes, he's sitting over here. I've got him running right now, and I guess we can shut him off. I'm also going to turn down all of the audio because that thing is massively loud for no apparent reason. Oh yeah, you can go off now. That way you're not going to be hurting anything, and you can continue to work. Now that little trick, I did let this run down until he was pretty much almost dead. It'll sit there and keep it kind of alive, but the problem is keeping it kind of alive means that the system and the machine up on top slows down while it allows this to regenerate. So we went up here and did a decent amount of adding into certain efficiencies and upgrades. They're all about, I had a whole lot of upgrades in this thing. That little block right there is not capable of keeping up with how we do things. Ow, I'm going to end up dead up here if I'm not careful. So let's grab that before we end up dead, of course. And what'd you do with the thing? Yeah, I know. It's fine. Configure items. Wrench. Wrench, give me that. Thank you. And then we can go over here out of the line of sight of that thing. Let's hand this in. Fluids. Click. All right, cool. And then that'll give us a little bit of stuff that we can kind of play with for the time being. There are things we're going to need that for, so I'm going to go ahead and just put it right back where it was and probably turn him back on. I cannot understand why the gas are so loud here. It's just ridiculous. But, okay, cool. So that's done. We can take that back with us, and we can go back into the overworld. All right, and then drop down here, and, well, I guess we can just put this away and claim that quest. So that's 100 XP. Thank you very much. Next stop, this one here, 64 Swift alloy ingots, and then we get to go start playing with Astra. So let's go find all of those parts really quickly. Have not made the alloy ingots or the Swift alloy ingots because there is a cool little toy that was spoken to me and told that I'm going to be kind of interested to see whether or not I might be able to automate the runes using this thing instead of the silliness that you normally have to do with whichever digital system you're using. So this is an ordered sorter. And as you can see, it has an order already built into the side of it over here. And how that thing works, if I could go grab my book out, is right over here. It says ordered sorter can be used to advance properties of the Swift alloy to insert specific items into a specific order into any instrument or chest. Any instrument or chest. The question I'm wondering on this thing, and we might test it here in a little bit, once we get these crafted, is will it work with this thing? This silly runic altar that you're expected to, make a, everybody, every single pack that I ever play that has any kind of challenges requires you to automate this thing and then hand in a handful of runes. And it's always a kind of a royal pain. This thing, well, I mean, you'd have to set up multiple altars, I believe, but I don't know. We'll see. So basically what you do is you take this stuff in the order that you need to place it in. So like if we have these sitting right here in our inventory, and if I make my room out and I go like this, and I put it back, there's nothing that it can do right now. So it has no idea what it's supposed to do. So if you just take the things like so, and we do this, and this, that makes a Swift alloy ingot, and it will place those items into that thing in that order. If you just do doink, 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 and watch it. And it's actually pretty fast. I mean, I think we can make the elemental binder, the element binder that we have a little faster. I think there's a different version. But, that'll do just nicely as far as what we're going to need to do as far as handing a few things in. I just thought that was really, really, really handy and very nice of the mod author to actually include a system for you to be able to automate things like that when you're going to have to make things, in an ordered fashion. And again, once this is over with, I'm going to have a half an ocean to go over there and test it on that thing. Because if this would just do what I need it to do, well, then you only have to make... What is this? So the first time you'd have to make water, fire, earth, air, and then that'd be the first four. First four, plus I think, I don't know, we'd have to look here. Runes, where are they? This one? Yeah, the first four. We won't have to make these because we've been getting them from the piglins. So that means I'd only have to make 3, which means in theoreticalness, all I'd have to do is make 3 or 4 of these things and attach it to the sides of this or the top. Like I said, we can put one on top and then one on the side or one on the bottom, and then have the little magical thing just right click it with the wand as it needs to go. So it'll be something we'll have to fool with when the time comes. So once those are done, we should be able to hand those in. Actually, let's go ahead and hand in the Terra Steel that I've had ready to go for quite a while now, because that's really not all that hard to do. It just took multiple times of just coming over here and doing the thing. So it's another one of those things you can automate or you don't need to. Anyhow, so that looks at us now as we need to look at DESH ingots. And DESH, as far as I am totally aware, the only way you're going to get it is by getting off of this planet. So you look around at various things. Raw DESH can be made into all of the fun stuff. I think we could theoretically do an orange laser lens in a laser drill. That might actually be a possibility. We need a lot of DESH. We're going to have to kind of play the silly game as the way it goes with DESH. Plus, I'm kind of interested to see how Astra has changed since it was ported into a new name or redone or however it goes. So this will be almost done here fairly soon. Let's get into playing with some Astra. Finally, rockets, planets, other places to go, and probably need to sleep. So, alrighty. Book for Astra. We need to do the usual as far as it looks to me. The same old thing that you've always ever had to do is preparate and build we need to build fuel, oxygen, the rocket itself, basic materials, and of course, you know, your basic material is going to be steel and all of the things that come with various stuff. Plus, we need to make a NASA workbench, so we need to be able to make steel plates for now. We'll start there. Steel plate is crafted either as this or in a compressor or in a multi-servo or in a pressing thingy. Okay, good. Let's go upstairs, and I'm going to go toss jump up here since we have all of the fun stuff to do it right here. Steel, give me a stack. You go to work making stuff, and then we'll see what we get after that. All right, so a NASA workbench. NASA workbench is going to require a few things which we don't have right now. So a couple of redstone torches, a steel block, which I'm pretty sure I don't have. And, well, that all should work, right? No? There we go. NASA workbench. Amazing. Yay. We'll put you... How about we put you over here on this side so that we have a little bit of room to play? I doubt very serious that it's going to be that much of a royal pain in the butt. All right, all of the fun things that go now with rockets. So in order to make a tier 1 rocket, we're going to need all of the fun stuff that exists here. So let's get the rocket, the launch pad, and some fuel and some oxygen and all those things going. Rocket nose cone, lightning rod, rocket fin, lots of steel plates, and steel blocks, steel tanks, bucket, iron rod. Looks like I need to go through a couple of more stacks of steel in that thing. Okay, well, let's see how much we can make out of all of that. Rocket. Rocket nose cone. We need at least one of those, so we'll do you to you. Lightning rod. One of those, please. And a rocket nose cone. I'm assuming I don't need a blueprint for all of this, but we'll sure find out. 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, steel. I told you to craft a whole bunch. All right, then 6 blocks of steel. Then we need rocket fins, 4 of those. So that's nice. 1 stack, beautiful. And a steel engine, which is going to be engine fans, so iron rods. Can I just craft those outright? Nice. Make a few of those because we have a couple of things laying around. Fan 1. Then an engine frame. And what else did we need? 3 steel plates. There's an engine. All right. And 2 steel tanks. Probably need a couple of buckets. And I should have a rod. No? No more rods? No more rods. How many rods do we need? Can we make some more? How's another way of making rods? Whoop, not that one. So I'm guessing that's all DESH and stuff. Yeah, okay, cool. Iron rod, can I do it through that? No, you're just going to make me do those. All right, well, I got to go make some iron plates then. Or I can just toss them in there and let that thing do the work. Cool, all right, nice. Rod. There you go. 2 tanks. Fuel. And then we should be able to put these in here. No. Oh, that's nice. You do that, that. Tank, and this gets us our first rocket. Cool. Is it still the same? Yeah, it's still as goofy as it's always been. Love it. All right, cool. Now we need a launch pad, I believe. which should be, doesn't seem to appear to be too terribly hard to make, except I need to do some more stuff. I really need to go ahead and odd magic that little process. It's one of those things I haven't done yet, is this corner over here, trying to automate all of these little parts, but that's fine. We can just do this by hand for a little bit. I mean, it's automated. I'm just not using the Applied Logistics system to talk to it. Lazy. I know, it's awful. Let's see, what can we do? Launchpad. Learn how to spell. And that's okay. So we'll run this all the way to the top, and we'll pick a spot probably like right there. Oh my God. This game. And then the rocket. All right, so I like the dark part of it. That looks really neat. Of course, we have all the little fun stuffs and things. So now we need to make rocket fuel, and we need to make rocket fuel oxygen and all of the things that go with all of the fun stuff. So as continuing, let's read a little bit more here. Fuel. Fuel, even if your own place you'll not be able to fly just yet. To fly, you will need to fill the rocket with fuel. Oil is found in large amounts sprouting all over the ocean surface. Collect as much oil as you can. As oil is non-renewable, you will need a lot of it for each rocket launch. Is that the only way I can make fuel? It's going to take an awful long time. Oh, okay. That means we got to go find oil. All right, let's go see about figuring out where we can put this thing. Again, it's kind of one of these things. You got to pay attention to the use on these, and whether I'm certain it or not or whatever. It says any white-listed biomes. So we need to find an ocean, a cold ocean, a deep cold ocean, any ocean at all, and we need a gray laser lens, and it needs to be set up at 20. Oh, I love these games so very much. Let's put this stuff away. We've got a few things we need to do. Let's put that away, and I should have everything I need to go here. Let's think about this a second. There's such a thing as what is it called? It's up here, way up high. I think it's under gadgets, right? Wherever the heck gadgets are. There it is, gadgets and gizmos. Nature's Compass. Nature's Compass will allow you to search for biomes since they don't exactly seem to be easy to find here. Okay. Let's make one of those real quick. Since I already have apparently all the things I need. Nice. Do we get anything for that? Probably no. I get a cloud in a bottle. Oh, lovely. You can just have your cloud in a bottle. All right. We need to find an ocean. So there's an ocean somewhere that direction, possibly. All right, cool. I'm going to go ahead and do another thing, too. We're going to make a matter receiver. One of these. All right. I guess we sleep and we fly. Hover pack on, and then we make sure we're cranked up to 100%, and we go this way. Oh, I guess that wasn't that far. Ocean, deep ocean, and we need to do angel block. We'll see if this all works. I'll build this guy back up, and, well, we'll go from there. All right, for whatever reason, that worked that time. I have no clue why. All right, let's hook this dude back up, get him to work. And then we should see about making some stuff happen. All right, well, that worked reasonably well. Let's add the porter to this so that we now have that, and then I should be able to go, hi, where did you come from? Nobody likes you. Go away. So tired of that thing. Oh, we got the Scarf of Invisibility for like the 50,000th time at this point. Cool. All right, so we should be getting some stuff. We'll put that away. We'll put that away. I'll let that run. No big deal. And if I go in here and set this, I should go back to wherever this was. All right, cool. How badly did I do as far as getting it inside a chunk? Nice. All right, we'll get that chunk loaded. And then we tell this thing to export the fluid into that tank so that we can start making Oil, and well, start making fuel. All right, back to base. So the next thing I think we're going to need to worry about is refinery from... Well, that shouldn't be too hard to do at all. 1, 2, and 1 furnace, and that goes there. Thank you very much. Is there a quest line for this? Am I an idiot trying to figure this out the hard way? Ah, yes, there is. Okay, cool. So we have our NASA workbench. That'll get us the book that I already made. Then you want me to make a refuel refinery, oxygen loader, space helmet. Yeah, we're probably going to have to make all of that stuff, given this thing is the way it is going to be. Whatever. Space suit. This is one of those. And a whole bunch of things that we got to make here. Oxygen gear. One of those. 2 of these. And then that should make our tank for us, or a space suit. Space pants. Sure. And space boots. Sure. Awesome. All right, that should be everything for those. Nice. So then an oxygen loader. We can make one of those, I believe. Oxygen loader. 2 more of those. 1, 2. And an engine fan. We do this. 1 more of those. And an oxygen loader. So this, we'll build all this stuff upstairs right next to where the rocket's going to be. So that should get us there. So I should be able to claim an oxygen tank. Thank you very much. A launch pad will get us 32. Oh, yeah, right. Because you're going into an area where there isn't any oxygen. So pre-flight checklist before you go. Costs 3 buckets of fuel to launch a rocket. Make sure you have enough for a return trip. Bring a launch pad with you. You can't launch without one. When you reach your destination, you'll be free in a free-falling lander. Hold space to slow down. You will land the same coordinates you launched from, just in a different dimension. Okay. Means I got to make another launch pad? Since when? They used to pick it up. The other mod used to pick it up for you. Orbit a planet. Land on the moon, Tier 1 rover. We're after some DESH. Of course, we've already, technically in an asteroid belt, you can, so yeah, that's right. We can fly to the end from there. That was another thing that we could do. So, all right, we need to make a bunch of fuel. And I'm going to make sure that we make a nice tank of it. So tank of fuel. So just give me one of those. That holds 32 buckets. That should be sufficient for the time being. Let's go upstairs and get 2 things going. Where did we put this thing? All right, so we'll just say this is going to be our space station, space area kind of thing. So that is going to be an oxygen loader. This is going to be a fuel refinery. If I place said tank on top, do you auto input into here? You do. Good. If I place you over here and I grab a pipe, do you auto output to there once I feed you power? Let's get us a point. All right, I think I got that sorted out. Let's see what we can do here to do this. And you guys should both go to work, right? So you're going to start making fuel for me. Thank you very much. And then I will take... I had a little incident. Apparently there's a key press button that if you hold the key press or the keys down and then click in your inventory, it dumps everything in your inventory into your AE system. So yeah, I'm not amazed, but you know, my luck at finding things. So we can put some of that away, and we'll let that roll for a little while. So that should be making some fuel for us. That's good. Apparently fairly slow, probably has a way of doing some other things. What do you need to take to make oxygen? Oxygen loader. Oxygen loaders pull oxygen from water, give it water either through pipes or through buckets, and provide it with FE power. You can then take the converted oxygen by taking the buckets, oxygen tank, space suit, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I can do that, I think. Sink. Do we have one spare? No, we're going to have to go get a sink. I need a bucket of water. And sink. And pipe. Too much stuff. Go. Go. And you will slowly Craft oxygen. Okay, did we get a tank? I thought we got a tank. I thought they gave us a tank. We got a free tank. All right. Yeah. We can make a couple of these. No big deal. No, go over here. Okay. All right, so that should be sufficient enough, I think, at this point. So how do we put fuel in this? Do we just... Wow. No. Left shift. Out. Just put it in it? I thought you had a fuel loader. It does. Gives fuel to rover or rockets. All right. Well, I guess we'll just make one of those in case. Nice. And I'm assuming you put it here kind of like that. Oh, so you can just... All right. Well, that's usable. Cool. Give me some buckets then. We're learning once again on camera. Gotta love it. And no, I don't want to do that. I want to look at it like this. So then again, I guess if you just do this, gosh darn it, shift. Out. Oh, okay, neat. So I don't need the fuel loader. Cool. And then I'm assuming we can put things in here to do stuff. So, all right, cool. We have a full tank of fuel. Let's grab that and take it with us, because that way we know we have plenty of fuel. And I guess we put all of this stuff on. And where does this go? Read. You have book. All right, first rocket, oxygen. At this point, you can launch your rocket however you likely die very fast. There's no oxygen on the moon. In order to survive on the moon, you need an oxygenated spacesuit and an ample oxygen supply. Okay, to obtain oxygen, it must be extracted from water. We've already done this. And oxygen be extracted by collecting in a bucket or an oxygen tank. After you've had enough oxygen, you're moments away from launching your first rocket. Preparing to launch. Follow these steps carefully. Missing even one thing here can make your life tough, or worse, cause you to be stranded on the moon. We won't be stranded. We'll be perfectly fine. In order to return to Earth from the moon, you need two basic things: a launch pad and 3 buckets of fuel. Place these items in the inventory of your rocket and ensure that you have them every time you launch a rocket. Finally, you should bring multiple full oxygen tanks, plentiful food, soul torches, or glowstone, weapons, and tools. Once you have this, you are ready for launch. Enter the rocket and press space. The moon. Congratulations on reaching the moon. The moon is a barren wasteland, gray and dead as far as the eye can see. However, underground is where you will find your next major resource in Astra. DESH. DESH is used to craft advanced machines, space stations, and the Tier 2 rocket. Returning back to Earth, you could blah, 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 all the kind of fun stuff. All right, neat. So it's pretty much similar to the same thing we've already done. And I'll just keep this on us in case. I would guess we're kind of back at that point now where this is all we get to do. But we've got 1,000,000 hearts. I don't have anything else. So we need to make one more of those. So launch pad. Because apparently... you don't take that one with you. We'll take us a launch pad. And I do want one more of the matter receiver. And that looks to be a reasonable mess. We have a few flux points. We've got a matter receiver. We've got our advanced charge porter. We've got all the things that we should need to be able to go do the work here, plus some fuel and several oxygen tanks, of which I'm trying to figure out where the heck they're supposed to go. Yeah, I was a little worried about that. How I use. Oh. Ah, okay, let's fill that up then. All right, so we have 2 O2 tanks ready to go. Let's get in the rocket and do the thing. All right. Ah, don't hit my solar. It was a test. Wow, how long does it take? Where are we? 500, 600? Okay, cool. Solar system. Oh, that's nice looking. I like this one. Okay, so we should be Earth, skies and Earth. We need to go to the moon. Do not press left shift. You will fall out of it. And slowly. Okay, cool. Then we're out. Nice. Let me out. Please. Let me out. And what is in here? No, let me out. God dang it. Shift. Got all our gear on. Can I have my rocket, please? And then I guess I do that. All right. So in order to get back, which we're not going to worry about it. I mean, I have all this kind of stuff anyway. What we're going to do is we're going to build a... What the heck is over there? Okay. Well, we're probably going to end up right here again. So before we get too excited, I do have a matter transmitter. We'll just go ahead and plunk this down and say moon. Thank you. And you can have some of this, which should fill you up. And then if I do this, that will be added to the charge porter in level 4. So we can go freely back and forth from here and there. All right, let's go. I guess we can explore a little bit and see what the heck some of this stuff is. Secrets beneath. Okay. I know we need to go after some DESH, and I know we're going to have to do a few things, but I think what we're going to do with the rest of this is we're going to explore a little bit, and the heck is going on? Glowing iron pillar. Did I run into some kind of underground base already? What is this? This looks like spooky. What's over here? Boing. Boing. What is that? Soul sand? DESH? What is this? That's soul soil. Hey, cheese. Cheese is still on the menu. Nice. What's over here? Looks to be some kind of a library. I don't know. We're probably going to go down here in just a little bit and see what is in there. Looks like aliens or the oddball marsh or whatever the moon people are. Yeah, these guys are still in this. Love it. And you can access them. Nice. Okay, cool. What else is around? How I get upstairs, folks? Up here? So books, you're a librarian, you sell me things. You don't have a job, no big deal. We can't hear them, I'm assuming, because of the fact we don't have the thing. Did I ever turn this back up? Excuse me. Nope, wrong one thing. That I didn't turn that back up. Okay, thought it was a little quiet. Sorry. DESH plating. Don't care. What are you guys doing up here? Just standing around. Come on, you can get up here. All right, so more cheese. I will take the soul torches, mainly because they're going to be the way you can light things up, although I don't necessarily need it. Cheese, sure, don't need any of that. And more cheese, sure, because you got to do things with cheese. Why not? Crap, I forgot to bring my deal. That's okay. We can go down over here, maybe do a little bit more exploring, and then I'm going to go chop up a bunch of stuff for some DESH. We'll go hunting. Well, I'll go mining for it, and then we can turn that quest in and get the heck out of the moon area for now until we have to do other things. Oh. Okay, well, underground village for all these people. Is that what this is? Is that all this is? Oh boy, more stuff. Loot. We'll just take cheese. I've got so many gems at this point, it's not even funny. I probably don't even need the cheese. Ooh, diamonds. Hey, there we go. DESH ingots. Nice. Space boots. Are those the same space boots? That's a launch pad. and a... Are those the same thing? They look to be the same thing. Yeah, okay, whatever. More DESH and more diamonds. Beautiful. And an oxygen tank that is not full, but that's fine. We can play with that in a minute. Nope. More DESH. Lovely. Stalwart, stay. You see, like that right there. That's what I'm looking for. What do we get for that one? Knockback, luck, all those kinds of things. If I do this, I won't lose it, right? Cool. You can have those. I don't want them. More cheese, more emeralds, I suppose. And that looks to be pretty much all of it. All right, I'm going to go, I guess, go mining for a little bit and get a bit of stuff so that we can do the rest of this challenge today. And then I will see you guys once we get back to the base. All right, I think we're going to quit with that for right now. It's not bad. I mean, just kind of wandered around just mining and kind of killing these, whatever the heck these guys are when I need to. So we're just going to go ahead and go back to the workshop now. And we need to process a bunch of moon DESH ore into a bunch of things. Now, I did get a bunch of DESH ingots as the way that it worked anyway. So let's see here. We're just going to go ahead and put at least that back on. And from what I can tell, best use on this as far as things go is going to be probably the mechanical squeezer, given I'm guaranteed 8 every single time. Or we could do chemical dissolution and all those kinds of fun things, which would be, yeah, all that kind of interesting stuff, which I'm not really interested in doing at this point. So let's run that through this. Yeah, that'll work for now. And then we can then just send that stuff through the smelter, turn it in, and be done. 128 DESH ingots or 2 stacks. Time to toss those into the box. Get this one over with, because that's going to give us an everlasting guilty pool, which is, I guess, kind of fun. Thank you very much. I will... Oh, yeah, we still have to do these. One second. We got one more thing. Should be ready. Should be ready by now for sure. There we go. And those Swift alloy ingots. I almost forgot about that. So DESH, Swift alloy ingots, submit. Everything's ready to go. We get an everlasting guilty pool, which means this whole monstrosity no longer matters at all to us, because all I got to do is put a spark on that thing, and we have all of the stuff we'll ever need. Lovely. Okay. Can we do any more today while I'm at it, while I'm thinking about it? A lot of these we already had prepped, so I think the next one I had prepped as well, which was Tears of the Wild. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that one done too. That's all of this stuff. So we've been killing blazes for a really long time. I can craft these outright, and I traded with a lot of piglins to get a bunch of that stuff. Go ahead, hand it in. And then that is going to give us a creative paste container and 4 end crystals, of which I think I can just craft these. Yeah, they're, okay. What's this? Interesting. Okay. We're going to have to go to the end one of these days and play around and see what we can do as far as stuff like that is concerned. I think I'm going to quit right there. We've got more things that we can hand in next time. Get ready to go. Hopefully by the end of next episode, we should be able to get clear to the end over here, where we're going to start messing around with something that's going to probably be a little bit more dangerous and finally get into some interesting things. This last line should be interesting and fun, and hopefully maybe doable in the next couple, maybe doable the next couple episodes. Now, several episodes, probably 2 or 3 or 4, depending on how things go. So go ahead, claim everything that you've been waiting on, put it all into the box. I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.